The George Washington Bridge isn't just a way to get from New York to New Jersey. It's an engineering marvel with a fascinating history. The vision behind the bridge. Back in the early 20th century, New York City was growing rapidly, and so was traffic. The Hudson River was a major obstacle. Ferries were slow and unreliable. A bridge was needed, but the challenge was enormous. How do you build a structure strong enough to span over 4,700 feet across a deep, fast-moving river? In 1927, construction began under the direction of Othmar Ammann, a Swiss-American engineer who would go on to design some of the most famous bridges in the U.S. His revolutionary design used steel cables and an exposed framework, making the bridge lighter and more flexible. The record-breaking opening. On October 25, 1931, the George Washington Bridge officially opened to traffic. At the time, it was the longest suspension bridge in the world, a title it held until the Golden Gate Bridge was completed in 1937. Originally, it had only one deck with 6 lanes, but demand quickly grew. A bridge meant to look completely different. One of the most surprising facts? The bridge was supposed to be covered in stone. The original plan called for granite cladding to give the towers a more classical, elegant look, similar to the Brooklyn Bridge. But when the Great Depression hit, funding ran out, and the decorative stonework was never added. Instead of disappointment, people actually loved the raw, industrial steel look, and today, it's one of the bridge's most iconic features. The Martha expansion. At first, the George Washington Bridge handled traffic well, but by the 1950s, cars had tripled in number, and the original 6 lanes weren't enough. So in 1962, a second deck was added underneath, bringing the total number of lanes to 14. Fun fact, that lower level is nicknamed Martha, after George Washington's wife, Martha Washington. Busiest bridge in the world. Today, the George Washington Bridge holds another record. It's one of the busiest bridges on the planet. More than 100 million vehicles cross it each year, about 280,000 per day. At peak hours, it can get so packed that traffic backups stretch for miles. Strange and surprising stories. This bridge has seen some wild moments over the years. In 1942, a man landed a small plane on the bridge after his engine failed. He somehow touched down safely between the cars. The bridge has also been a Hollywood favorite, appearing in movies like Cloverfield and The Dark Knight Rises. And in 1977, tightrope walker Philippe Petit, famous for walking between the Twin Towers, snuck onto the bridge at night and did a tightrope walk on one of the cables. A lasting legacy. Whether you're crossing the bridge daily or seeing it for the first time, the George Washington Bridge is more than just a crossing. It's a symbol of strength, innovation, and history. So next time you're stuck in traffic on the GWB, take a moment to appreciate the incredible story behind this engineering wonder. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.